Good evening, traders. TC Pool in the building. Let me turn this fan down a little bit. It's too noisy. All right. So, how is everyone doing? It's been a really quite a cool day of trading again, actually, today. Uh, oh man, I can't even hear myself. This fan's too noisy. I'll turn it back on in a minute. But yeah, that's better. Silence. Cool. Yeah, how's everyone doing? We've got 20 people in here. We got some. We've got Gunny, we've got Johnny, we've got Ralph, VWAP Fib, Static Noise, Cool G, AJ Northman, Oliver Fenton. Luke is king. Alright, here was my alert. It never got triggered. I had another alert down here. It did get triggered, but didn't really have to do anything with it. So all is well. Okay. "80% rule made a swing failure pattern, sir." Yes, it did. And I'm still in this trade. So this is what I'm trading today. I haven't really done anything different to the trade today, but it's a really nice example of it. So I shared this with the crew earlier and I did an update on this as and when it happened, but it's been a really nice like example of this particular setup. And I thought I'd come on here and just explain some of this today. So what we had today was, as everyone knows by now, we had the TCV, no, the 80% setup today, and yeah, we were able to preempt that and get in quite early on this VWAP reclaim this morning. So this was after you got to move outside of the initial balance. As soon as we got acceptance back in there, it kind of sets up like another trade on in itself. So we didn't really need to wait for the acceptance so much within like previous day value area on this, because there were other trades that you could take to get into this early and to preempt this early, to really like get more out of this as a trade, because really it's not the biggest trade. Well, actually, it is quite a it's quite a big range. So this is what we were looking at, and I just wanted to go over a little bit of this as well. So what we had this morning, and this is like the importance of the initial balance and the VWAP as well, and why you can get it, why you can get into these trades much quicker and like really like beat everyone else in the market. So how we could play this like a lot better than other people. So you had to move outside of initial balance. At this point, you would expect this to trend down. If it doesn't, if it gets back in acceptance within the IB and you can reclaim the VWAP, that means like, yeah, this is likely going to go and test the other side of that and break out to the other side. So this was like a little fake out down in the morning. You have like that open auction kind of thing, I guess, just finding where the value is, taking out the stops at these lows, dipping into these single prints a little bit, realizing that, yep, there's support there, this is good, the momentum to the downside has been lost, and we can reverse this back up. And the other thing as well is like, you've got to remember that we're in a really big uptrend right now, so longs are going to be overperforming against shorts for like the first time in a long time. We had the world's most obvious short up the high there, but overall the long trades are performing quite well, and the short trades are mainly just taking people out of fear at this stage. So this was really cool. And then what we got after the VWAP, we came back inside the previous day value area. So you can see previous day value area low here, and we got the two candle acceptance within that. Very quickly had this move up to the previous day point of control, and at that point it gave no resistance. So usually this would be a take profit, but again we were following this within the group, and what we had on the chart was a little like mini little parabolic advance thing going on. Okay, so we could see that the momentum was like really on its way to the upside as we came into this previous day point of control, which would usually be a take profit. But it just cut straight through it, back tested it as support and went higher. So that was another really interesting thing there, which was like you could kind of milk this trade a little bit more. Then as soon as it lost the momentum to the upside, you know, okay, we look to start to take profit on this because it can come back down, and then you trade it all over again, you compound and take it back up again. But yeah, it's been a nice example of some really good trading today, actually. So I got into this long here. My first take profit was at this point, so as soon as we broke down out of this, I saw some aggression coming in. So I managed to get about $300 extra, like milked it for about $300 extra off of that first take profit, which was quite nice. Compounded again down here, so you had the swing failure pattern of it, and then we had the trident that took us back up to this, and I'm still looking, probably to end the day, around this area. So, yeah, a nice little... That'll be the introduction, I guess, for this. So, all right, Maximilian, as a beginner, is it more useful to put money into TradingView, ExoCharts, the crew, or keep it and be able to pull bigger trades? I think P's answered this, saying better learn before. But the thing is, if you want to learn, like, because there's certain stuff that you can learn on, yeah, generally kind of anywhere on the internet, and that's like putting your fibs and things like that. If you've got a good background knowledge on how you know your fibs and how to get horizontal levels, how to accurately find where to pull a fixed range from, things like that, I'd say that's plenty of like a base level knowledge to be able to step it up and really start like properly trading. Because it's much more about like the technical analysis is relatively straightforward. It's more about like the application of that, and that's what we try and do within the crew, is more like the application and the like trying to talk through examples and things. And yeah, like when you get little variations like this, it's a lot of that kind of stuff we do. So hey, I do not know. 36.4 was also the golden pocket, sir. 36.4, yeah. I mean, as if you needed any more confluence just to get back in. Oh wait, no, 36.4. What are you talking about? 36.4. Oh, right. Yeah. No, this is... Yeah, this hit the 618 off of that little low. Yeah. I just tapped the 618. It's really hard to know where exactly to pull that fib from, but yeah, from that little low that we had, which was like the start of that move up, we did hit the 618 off of that as well. So that was the extra confluence to get into that trade. But at that point, it's not a trade I would have taken, because there was no invalidation off of that. Once you know that this is confirmed reversal, this is the point for me personally to get in. But that would have been a really nice scalp to take. Also, this was 4 o'clock in the morning, so I couldn't have traded it because I was sleeping. Yeah, but luckily, wake up to this, which was great. Yeah, everybody. Let's see if we can get the likes up to like 30 likes, or I want to always make sure, like, I always want 50 likes, bare minimum. Hmm. Uh, Nikolaos, how do I draw the parabola? It's just a curvy line. The the trading view curve. So you just draw the curve on and you just make it fit. It's not particularly scientific, but they do work. If you've got like parabolic advances like this, then I do like to use them just to, yeah, no, you can see as soon as it comes out and you change the market structure, you do get the moves down. Like once a parabolic advance is violated, you will normally come back to retrace a significant amount of it. Yeah, Maltus, it'll be easier to, yeah. I'm on the very low time frames here. I'm on the very low time frames, but yeah, this was the 618, the bounce that we got. Whack on my little magnet. Take it to the highs. 618. Do I reckon we'll see 37,300 before a move up? What I'm playing, so this is what I'm mainly playing on this at the moment, is, or what I'd like to see, is an ABCD. So if we go A, B, C somewhere up here, so I'm looking for something around, it'll be nice if we can get this high at this, maybe we just end up swing failure pattern, this, come into the golden pocket, which would be your 618, because by the end of today, this setup's no longer there, but I still think we get a move up, and then we probably get a move down, down here somewhere. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. I don't think we 37,300 I think is unlikely. If we do come back down there, I'd say we're looking at lower targets. I probably wouldn't take a long off of that now. I might do. Who knows? It depends what happens when it comes down there. But this is what I'm aiming for, and this is what I think is a quite a high probability scenario. I do think we probably see another rejection off of that. Then what happens is we're going into end of week after tomorrow, so maybe we come up here tomorrow, we range bound, we can't get through, and then we're going into Thursday, Friday, options expiring. We've got the Fed announcement on interest rates. We got stuff that's going to give us some volatility, which will probably be another shakeout to the downside, and then we can look to trade along. That realistically at this stage, I'm looking for like up here somewhere. I do think things are still looking pretty bullish, and the moves down are very quickly getting people panicked. So that to me indicates that there's more upside to come, in my opinion. Funding rates were bullish earlier, now they're pretty neutral, or they're becoming pretty neutral. So again, I think that does favor something like this happening. And yeah, but we'll monitor it. We'll see what happens. 29 likes. Almost at that 30. Let me have a look now on Ethereum. So Ethereum's interesting. So here's our... In fact, Ethereum looks really, like, monthly time frame, Ethereum looks really cool. Like, all those, like, long legs down on those dojis. Or not those dojis. That's a doji, that's a meh. This is a little doji as well. But these long legs down and keeps getting bought up, is quite interesting. Just hovering around this monthly open. I do think that we probably close around here at the end of the month. How many days have we got left? Well, maybe not. That's quite a long way to stay sideways for. Yeah, actually, yeah, we could quite easily see this just get boring to end of month. We'll see some like spikes up and down. But Ethereum always closes the month like at an important level for some reason. It's like um, it always just makes it keeps people guessing right up until the end, and then it will decide its direction early in the following month. It just keeps doing it. Like you look at the end of any month, and generally speaking, um, I've not got that many levels on this chart. It was more interesting back down here. I think I've probably hidden most of what I was doing. Oh no, there we go. There's a big busy chart. I can't think what I'm actually thinking of. But I just remember Ethereum like so often when we were trading it down here. It's like, oh, is it not? Is it gonna close above the open? Is it gonna close below like monthly open or whatever? And it just always seems to do that kind of thing. Um, Green Gal, people need to spread the word about Taurus. Clean cut TA, no tutti frutti indicators, just easy to understand. Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you. I mean, I can throw some like tutti frutti indicators on. If maybe that's what I need to get some more views. What can I throw on the chart? What do, can someone like who who can who can give me the most crazy indicator? So if anyone knows any like really crazy indicators, please no market cipher. But if anyone knows of any crazy indicators, then just let me know in the chat, and I'll pull it up and we can have a look at it and see if we can make any sense of it. Because it's actually quite fun to do that. Like if I pull up an indicator I've never seen before and try and make sense of it. I did that with Gunny. um, Gunny knows. I did it with like a GAN box with Gunny on one of the trading rooms recently, and that was like super crazy lines. I might have that still on my chart. It was actually really interesting, but I just was like, how would you trade this? And I know GAN is like legend, and GAN boxes do work, but I wouldn't know how to trade it. I would have no idea how to trade that stuff. I don't think I've got it anymore, but it was quite fun having a look at it. Yes, I have still got it. Here we go. This is the one. This is what I was trying to make sense of with Gunny on the trading room. I just oh shit! It actually timed the low. I had no idea that this timed the low. If we had this drawn when this was the 2.5 here and the 0.5, and we were looking, this hadn't completed, had it? I'm sure, because we were looking at this like 2-3 weeks ago when it was like around here. I think we were looking at it was coming into this big gap, and it actually broke out exactly there. That cylinder. I'm gonna look at this some more. The moon indicator is okay, but it's just moons. I want something like proper crazy. This is proper crazy, but it's amazing because if we traded this, I think Gunny's in here. And maybe Gunny can tell me if I'm sure we were looking at this when it was back here, because we were looking at where were we? It's kind of cool. You come down, you complete, you get your high. Do you get any rotations on these? I mean, it held up around here for a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if I can read into it. But the fact that it did that at the end of the GAN box is amazing. That's like really cool. I like to see that. Enough of that. Anyway, EMA candle close. Hold on. I recognize this, and I don't think, especially now that I'm. This looks to me like a cheap ripoff of an actual like proper thing, and this clearly isn't working. Um, in fact, every time it tells you to short, you get wrecked. Short long, short long. It's like every time the long signal is above the short signal, which means that you're just getting wrecked on it all the time. Um, the long signals are good. The short signals, you, ooh, ouch. I'm not. I'm not going to look at that one anymore. Tutti frutti indicator. There is a tutti frutti moving average. Deep house tutti frutti MAs. uh, why are they all green? Oh, depth house, not deep house. Oh, okay, okay. So these cross over. Oh, it gives you like death cross and shit. Who knows? Moving averages can do one. Miyuki wave. I should do this on a clean chart. Here we go. Okay. What time frame do you trade this on? This looks cool. But again, how could you trade it? I don't see one point. How could you trade that? It just tells you what the chart's doing and makes it look like there's cool colors. It's like oh well, of course we're on an uptrend, duh. Of course we're in a downtrend, duh. um, there's literally nothing. Eh, no, there's. You come to like, is it like a Bollinger Band kind of thing? It is, isn't it? Because it does seem to be like, it does seem to be kind of Bollinger Bandy, but I don't know. Sneeze projection. I'll stop actually doing like stupid stuff in a minute. Oh, sneeze. Why did I write squeeze? It's because I know squeeze. Sneeze projection. There we go. Here is everything that Bitcoin can do. How is that even? Uh, the stupid thing about this is like, does this update like every minute, and will this move? So it's literally just telling you, oh look, here's price. It's just gonna go. Psh, here's price. If you could actually backtest this and see if it had any effect, maybe this would be okay. But you just can't do anything with it. This is the most stupid thing I've ever seen. It's useless. Useless. All right, I think. Oh man, divergence for many indicators. I'm gonna stop doing this in a minute. I'm gonna choose. You've sold me on divergence for many indicators. Ah, okay. Okay. So this is telling you again, it's kind of cool that it tells you when divergence forms on these things, but without seeing the divergence, how would you know what to trade? How would you know to trade it unless you're just going, "Oh, look, here's a divergence. I'm going to short it." Um, because I don't know. Yeah, you can't get an invalidation out of that. Scalp. Yeah, this is scalping. This is 1 minute. Uh, I don't know. It looks again. I don't. Yeah, it's because I don't know how to trade this stuff. Well, I mean, I could probably figure out how to, but look, it's like, oh look, here's all this bearish divergence. Here's all this bearish divergence. Here's all this bearish divergence. Short it, 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 short it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades you've lost. Here, 1, 2, 3 trades you've lost. Here, bullish divergence, you've lost it. Lost, lost. So the win rate on this is that like there's literally no. There's a winner. There's a winner. So sorry, I'm just destroying everything. Losers, 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 loser, 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 loser. All these are losers. No, do not show me notifications. Not good. Right, I'm going back to normal. I'm just ripping the shit out of indicators that people probably trade really successfully. And I need to stop doing that. But for me, yeah, I know what I like. Oh, Nicholas, you just told me that that was good for scalping, and now you're telling me to go onto a higher time frame. But yeah, it's different trading strategies, and that's the great thing about trading is that you can you can make like anything work for you. I did a stream like a few weeks ago, didn't I? That I was just explaining how like moving averages can be useful, and you can trade against moving averages, and you can like ladder through to like the 10, 21, 50, 100, 200 EMAs and things. Uh, I'm sure market cipher, some people can trade really well. I just don't use indicators. Do not do it. Scalping on a 4 hour chart, if that is even possible. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna look at some altcoins. This stupid stuff's still moving up. Uh, VeChain. VeChain doing things. Everything's descending wedgies. Descending wedges. Everything's log scale descending wedges, which is like really good. Just an example, and I'm actually getting quite bullish on the market again right now. Uh, just if you look at history on this, is that okay? Last time VeChain did something like this, and this is very, very similar. There's a lot of stuff that looks really good at the moment, and I think we need to start paying some attention to this stuff. Um, and wedges on altcoins work. Like I know I've just been shitting into indicators and now I'm doing patterns, but I mean high time frame patterns and especially wedges on indicator on altcoins, they do work. Um, and there's many examples of these working, and that's like a 2,300% move last time this did this. And you had declining volume, you had an increase in volume. It's not really got the increase in volume that you want to be seeing. But it's interesting. I think it's yeah. Um Svetislav, why log? So I use log on like swing trading moves because you're talking percentages on log, and that's what you're interested in. If you're looking at linear, you're looking at price. Like each dollar is the same kind of distance apart. But when you actually think of big swing trades, you want to be thinking percentage moves. Or at least that's what I prefer to do. I prefer to play percentage moves on big swing trades, and that tends to give me better stuff because I'm not looking on low time frame things on this. This would be something that like this isn't this isn't where I'd want to buy it, but you'd want to be looking at something like this and it starts to just gradually increase over the course of like a few months. So like big position trades, in which case I'm looking at log scale on it. This isn't short term trading. It's more like investing, I guess. If there was money, we would be mooning. What do you mean? Ah, warthog. What is? I don't know what they are. I don't even want to type. Sol. My opinions on Sol. Can you show us what you think of Sol? Okay. This one I am going to go back onto linear because I mean it's. Um, I wouldn't. I don't know about Sol. What to think on this one? On one hand, this looks like mega ugly. Okay, this is like ugly monster head and shoulder. So you got a really like horrible looking head and shoulder monstery thing going on with two heads and two. Well, everything has two shoulders, but with two heads, maybe three shoulders. No, yeah, maybe four shoulders. Maybe one, two heads, one, two. I don't know, but anyway, it looks like that. I think I personally wouldn't want to buy here, although we're at the low of the range. Um, I think for me, I'd wait for a change of market structure on this or some kind of divergence to form. It doesn't look like we're going to have that either, no. And you can just tell that, like, yeah, that probably. What have I done? You've not really got divergence there. Oops, I just pulled up some indicators, but hey, never mind. I don't think Soul looks good. I think you're at the low of the range, so it's low risk, but I don't think it looks good. I think we probably more likely than not, like maybe it gets another bounce, but I think it's more likely that we come back down into this like 40,000 sats area, which would probably be like macro golden pocket. Ah, no, bit lower. You could do log, EQ, 50%. But yeah, realistically, I think that the chances are it comes back down and finds support within this area. Um, I'd be surprised to see this just continue higher and just leave all of this space below it. Because it's an altcoin, it's not Bitcoin, it's not strong like Bitcoin. um, Something like this. Look, it did. Doesn't that look the same? Yeah. And where did it come down to? All the way down to its previous support. You could go. At the moment, this is probably like. Yeah, so this is where came into the golden pocket here. Um, got a bounce and has just been settling above there. But I personally, it's low risk to buy it as a trade because maybe you get a little bounce, but um, I do think this is more likely to break down and probably lose another like 50% of its value at this point. Yeah. Um. Oh, actually, I need to do this because ah, I forgot about these. I forgot. I need to have a look at these because this is so friend um well friend DD. He's a member within the community, and he's been making these really amazing indicators that just like so these ones they show the naked points of control. Um, and I completely forgot to actually have a look at these recently. Uh, we've got the single prints and the initial balances as well. Oh no, that's the other one. Um, how do I find it now? Get our MPOCs on here, which is really cool. Just interesting to see, like, especially how they line up and everything, because I think these pull from EXO. Oh, so many of them. But yeah, it's really cool to have. If you don't have EXO and stuff, I need to post this into the templates and scripts on the Discord. Uh, in fact, I will post this onto there. Yeah. So the ones that I know the ones that they are, and it's a shame they're branded because I don't want to be using them because they were branded for another community. So I will leave those be, and you don't need them. Let's let's have a look. I mean, there's no harm in having a look. If it loads. Yeah, a bunch of it isn't loading. Uh, yeah, he's really great. Makes like loads of really cool indicators and stuff. And especially if you that's the really cool thing about these. So the ones that he makes are really cool because if you just have like a free trading view version or something, um, then you can just like throw like everything that you need onto the chart without using up all of your indicator slots. Every time I stream, everything goes flat. I'll call up my market makers and we'll get this move up here now. Okay, I'll give him a little text. We need to get some action. Let's get Bybit to just do some stuff. I actually want to look at this. Um, Yeah. What else can we go over? Uh, Maltus. What I was saying. So some of the indicators that like within the stuff that we trade, we're looking at like where the previous day points of control. You want to have stuff that maybe shows you your previous day value areas. You might want to add on like a few VWAPs onto the same chart, things like that. Um, some of the indicators that Friend makes are able to give you like all of those things in one, so you're not losing up all your slots. So if you only have like a free trading view account that only allows like 3 slots for indicators or something, then yeah, it's useful to have those other indicators there. Cardano, yeah, I'll have a look at Cardano. I think Cardano gets a slow bleed down towards here again at this point. We put it back onto log because log is what works on Cardano. Log has always been what works best on Cardano. And this is the thing, is the more you get to understand like charts and things, you just start to learn like which ones to put on log. Link I always have on log. Cardano I always have on log. IOTA, I haven't traded it for a while, but I always trade it on log. Tezos I always trade on log. Other stuff I always trade on linear, like Bitcoin and Ethereum and um, other stuff. Cardano anyway. I think Cardano. Mm, it's kind of scrappy. It looks a lot like Sol did. Um, I think Cardano BTC moves down. I think maybe if Bitcoin, ugh, it looks ugly. It's holding above $1, and I don't think it will lose. I think it will manage to hold above $1 on Cardano. I don't know why. I think it just looks nicer. Um, I think it can just end up doing something like this and shooting off again. I think it will hold up better because it's so well known. Like this is almost like the new range for it. If it loses $1 though, then uh, if it loses $1, it's coming back down to 30 cents, probably. But I don't think Bitcoin will let that happen. Mm, you came into your resistance. That was a really. You had the golden pocket and the weekly level here, within like a macro golden pocket as well. I'll take that one off because it's not so useful anymore. But like, yeah, you had this, so very easy short position. Finding support again, probably golden pocket just below 786. We're probably at this stage looking for this to come up somewhere around here. Because there's probably still enough life left in the move for something like that. Yeah, so maybe something similar to what I think. Like a lot of the alts are just going to do something similar to Bitcoin, because this does look to me like it could like do like an ABC. Um, so what you've got on Cardano is probably a move down to like this monthly or something. Um, or you go duh, 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 1.618, somewhere down here. So yeah, maybe up and down, up then down. Can you please post that indicator from before that gives all the levels in the Discord? So yeah, I'll post these into the Discord group. Um, I'll ask. I need to ask Tiger again if she can send me all of the links. And then I'll post them into the Discord. Actually, let me do that now. Oh. Maybe so. It doesn't look. Nothing looks bearish. Nothing looks bearish at all. Um, I told you I texted someone to make it move. That's why I went on to Exo. That's why I went on to Exo, because I wanted to see it come in, and then I got distracted. Maybe it was me. All right, now I actually could probably trade this, because I'm going to take profit on a swing failure pattern if it does do that. Um, this is off my little trading account. I can bring that up on the stream. I'm just like nurturing a little trading account at the moment. I don't think. Oh, do I want to show it on a live stream? Hold on. It's a small position. I don't know. No, I think I'll end up doxing myself if I do this. Uh, I haven't. Mm, yeah, you know what? That's a take profit anyway, because it's high enough for me, and I'm not gonna. Well, I don't know actually. There's a take profit if we do fall back down below. We'll watch it. We'll monitor this. At this stage, we may as well just see if it can come up here, because it. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. If we lose, if we do come back down here and we start to see absorption again, I will take profit, but I'm going to do the same thing as I did earlier and skip this as a take profit level because I think this has the momentum to continue. If we do see this come down, then I'll quickly let me just set that up so I can just get out of it if I need to. This is actually yeah. Anyway, so I can't actually see what's going on the YouTube because I'm setting up another screen. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, that's ready to go. What I will do, and this is, well, I don't know whether I should or not. What I want to get it set up so I can do some proper live trading on here. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm just a bit worried about getting hacked and stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Yeah, Jay Hook coming to you live from Tokyo Olympics. Have you managed to get in? Because I know they've not got like proper. There's no spectators there, isn't there? But I know some of the events have like some spectators and stuff. It's such a shame. I really wanted to go to the Tokyo Olympics, and then they weren't allowing spectators anymore. Yeah, what I'm gonna do for live trading is I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep doing live trading just within the trading rooms for the crew. Um, because on there I show the account and everyone knows what the account is. On here, I don't know everyone, so it feels a bit weird. Um, Once I get that account up to the millions and stuff, then I'll probably start showing it. It looks a bit more impressive at that point, rather than just like 10k or 20k or whatever it is that I normally take scalps on. Cool. Okay, so we've already hit golden pocket and the weekly level. So at this point, this is a take profit level. I think the previous day point of control, we're close enough now. We'll still monitor this, but if you're in this trade, I think like this is the time. Let's look for any excess. Let's look for some volume coming in. Let's look at okay. Let's go on here. Let's take it down to 1 minute. Let's see if we get some imbalances. No real increase in volume yet. I also might potentially take a little short off of these as well. I'll have to I'll see. We are at this weekly. I wouldn't short it unless there's like a really clear sign to do so. Still looks good. Still looks good. Still looks good. At some point, we'll see some excess coming in. We'll see some stops being taken. We'll see a bunch of zeros. And at that point, that might have been it. Still very low volume. Yep, still very low volume. Here we go. Previous day value area high. Done. Success. There it is. 80% set up. I mean, like, what you're. It would be nice if it just completely does it, but I mean, that's it complete. That's it. We've done the 8% setup. Happy days. Um, so that's that trade done, and I might consider. At the moment, I've got a tiny bit of the long left running, and then I'll flip that into a short if it shows me. So yeah, there we go. We got traders trapped at the highs. Yep, down we come. Easy peasy. Simple as that. Okay, so that's that trade done. Massive success on that trade. And actually really, really good because it gave you two opportunities. Round of applause for Bitcoin, everybody. Round of applause for Bitcoin. Well done, Bitcoin. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for giving us a good example. So that was it. That's the trade. We had the opportunity to get into this. This has been a really nice trading day. You take it up into here. You do that little parabolic advance. You get an opportunity to take profit above previous day point of control, and then it gives you the chance to compound and take it again, and then completes towards the end of the day. Really, really good stuff. And this is what you quite often see on these examples is you'll come into previous day point of control to the EQ or somewhere relevant within yesterday's range. What this also was, where we did end up earlier, was if you had the point 0.5 onto this, that was realistically like so you had the EQ there, you had the point 0.5. Again, probably a better take profit than this previous day point of control. You have a morning dip in stocks, which a typical morning dip in stocks, and because crypto traders are weak hands and scared all the time, you often get those little dips down. But that gave us a second opportunity at VWAP, at the golden pocket, at previous day value area low, to take that into a trade up into your previous day value area high, and that trade is done. And I have a little bit running to see if this can go higher at this stage, but yeah, happy with that. Money in the bank. And a really, really good example of that trade. It still wants more. I mean, at this point, it's probably just filling short positions. Um, and I'm kind of tempted to do the same. I might have just missed the chance to take the short. Let me take this on to. There's not that much volume coming in right now, so yeah. Actually, this. Yeah, I'm not going to short this yet. I don't think there's a need to short this yet. This could still keep going up. I want to short it. I don't know. I will see. I should have done. I should have done that. That was the opportunity to get in because you got the invalidation of it there. I'll wait until this tells me a bit more. Um, I still think this might go higher, so that's why I'm still allowing this chance to go higher. Ah, Denario thinks it will go up to 40,700. FOMO. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't. Yeah, I need to look. I need to wait for confirmation to take a short. I'm not interested about shorting the highs. It's I don't chase that kind of clout because you end up taking like 10 losers just to get a winner that you're like, oh look at me, I shorted the high. Until I get confirmation that it's actually going to go down in price, I'm not going to take a short on this because it's just silly to do so. I'd yeah. I've still got long running. I still think we haven't actually like properly hit the level yet. Maybe I need to give my my market maker friend a little text again and just say, just get the fucking level, will you? And stop messing about. Um, we get some divergence or something for me, maybe, but we're not going to get that because that was too aggressive coming down. See, it's fine if you short these levels. Um, it's fine if you short these levels, but you've got to take them as scalps because again, like I know I can see here that like okay, you shorted 39,266. You're now underwater in that, so I hope you took profit. You shorted 39,200. Um, you've you just got to wait for some confirmation on these things. It doesn't matter about like missing the move because at this point, what do you do? Because yeah, price can come back down, but at this point, for those of you who just shorted, um, how do you know when you're invalidated on this? So it'll be interesting to know if you decide to close either of these positions because I see nothing that tells me that this is going to come down yet. There's nothing there. It's the same as what we had when we were at that point of control earlier and price just sliced through it. There was no need to take profit at that level. The same reason at the moment, I'm not seeing any reason to short it. At the moment, like you might you might get away with it. I think the fact it's holding here now at this point, you might get away with it. Now it's looking okay, but oh, it's a risky move to short it because it's yeah. My confirmation. I mean, what I'd really want to see is either like a divergence form there, and we're not going to get that because we're too close to the high, so we're not going to get bearish divergence. It's yeah, it's going to take the high. We've hit the level, so at this point, I'm looking for an excess up here. I'm looking for like an imbalance. Um, which nothing yet. If you've shorted this with a 40,700 invalidation, it's a very bad trade. There's still no yeah, it's still not done. It's liquidating as well. Fly. Go away, fly. This needs to shoot down and just take out these lows, and then I'll think about it. So yeah, this would be like the little market structure change and things, even like on a really local level. I think if we can take out these lows and then get a rise back up at that point, I'd look to short it. That might there have been the high to stop people out, but it's still not really high volume. Um, yeah, yeah, no reason to yet. See, the big money on this is still buying. Open interest. Okay, we had a bit of a decrease in open interest there. So lots of shorts been stopped out. Still no reason to short it. There's a bit of selling. There's a bit of selling. Here we go. Maybe. Yeah. It's gonna get boring again now. uh, it'd be nice to play this out. This is the thing. There's going to be loads of chance to get in on this. If there's going to be a short trade, it's not just you don't have to just take it straight away at the highs. Let's lose the weekly. Let's come back into the weekly. Let's short the weekly back down. Let's do that. If this is going to give us something, then that's probably what it's going to give us. So, what I would like to see, this would actually give a trade that has a high probability. What I want to see is some like actual confirmation that this is going to happen. You take out these lows, you come back up into this area, you short it, and then you've got a really, really low risk trade, a really easy trade to take that will probably work out. There's no point rushing into it. Senti's also waiting for the short. So I mean if me and Senti are both waiting, we kind of know what we're doing. Is there anything further up? It's certainly a level that you can take, like, yeah. It is very, at this stage, it's like it's a decent level too. Like, the level's there to take a short, but It's just not the confirmation on it yet. That's a lot of selling coming in, but without again moving price that much. Take out these lows and then I'll think again. That's the weekly. So I'm just watching as well on my reading the chat. There we go. There we go. Finally. Okay. Now it's better. Now it looks better. Now you can place some limit orders as well, so you're not having to market into this stuff. I mean, we probably missed this completely now. It probably does just like... It will come back up. It always does. But that's it. There we go. We've got a local top. And then that gives some confirmation. So we have Van's longing here. I don't know where you just said you were long from, Van, but yeah. I hope you weren't longing the top. Because it was, yeah. Now I'm looking for the short. This is why I'm going to short it. Because now it gives us some confirmation to short it. So we can place some limit orders. We can flip it into a short position. And then we know it's probably going to work out. You go like super local on this as well. And this just gives you time to like think about it as well. Because the market will just probably chop for a little bit now. So it just gives you time, which is what you want. Whoops. We're probably going to get the 80% set. Well, actually, yeah, we will. So we will almost certainly get the 80% setup back down again tomorrow. So we can do this again tomorrow the other way. So taking a short position, I do have limit orders set on this now to take a short. $39,650. One last push to $39,650. I don't think at this stage. I don't think I think that's probably local top now. And we'll chop around here for a bit. Like maybe it can go higher, but I mean as a trade, this is now giving me enough to say that I can take a short from this. And I've got my orders placed for it. But yeah. And then the plan for this is relatively straightforward again. So you're looking at, let's use this weekly as the reference. Because this is probably the area that we'll chop around in, but we're looking somewhere within this area. You're looking at that local high being the high. You have potential to trade it all the way down here. In fact, you have the potential to trade it all the way down here somewhere. But I mean, wouldn't it be cool if everything ended up at the monthly open at the end of the month and everything was like a little doji? That would create mad indecision in the market. You have that as like maximum, but there'll be massive take profits along the way. And I'd probably only trade this as like an 80% thing again tomorrow. But then we have where are these going to be? Oh, oh no, it's okay. Previous day. So daily value area high, daily point of control is going to be at 37,900. We can set these already because it's going to happen in the next hour. These aren't really going to move now at this stage. At least the point of control won't. Why is my keyboard not working? The value area might still move. I've just been filled on one of my short positions, by the way. So that came into that little golden pocket. Okay, so yeah, we just hit that 618. Tiny little front run on it. Why is my keyboard not working? Spunk. Yeah, probably. I'm I'm not gonna like I'm not gonna tell everyone exactly where my limit orders are, but we've got a weekly level, we've got the value area high, we've got a local golden pocket. It's in this area, okay? I'm happy to ladder into something. And this is going to take a bit of time up here. You've got time to get into this now. We're probably going to see some like chopping around. Like it might get invalidated. if we come up above this at this point, then I'll reevaluate it. But I think we'll probably start to see some absorption around here now. And I'm happy to get into a short around here because that's a really good invalidation at this point. If the market wants to stop me out as well, then I'd be quite happy with that because I'm still in a long position, like a swing long position. I'm still feeling very bullish on the actual chart overall. So if the market does want to stop me out of this scalp, then so be it. It would be pretty cool if it does. Just set. Probably have to set a hard stop on this because I will be going to sleep on this trade. Well, developing day. Our daily value area low is going to end up being on this daily level. I'm going to mark these in now. They probably will change, but 37,200. I just want to start seeing if there's confluence for it now as well, just so I can go to bed early. Oh, fuck off, keyboard. So that's right on our daily level, or previous daily open. This will be 38757.5. Might move by the time we get there. What's my keyboard doing this? What did I just do? 38757.5. Go. There. Thank you. Rayo, you missed a good one. You missed the completion of the 80% setup, and we just spoke through the entire trade. Or, well, the end of the entire trade. It was a good one. EC not, do you use these fib lines as take profit levels? Could you please explain those fib levels? Yes. My limit's at 39,182, got filled as well. Cheers. Instead of spending 10 G's to watch England lose, why not buy a nice new keyboard? Yeah. Yeah, I should have done that. So, these levels are basically just like negative fib levels off of a golden pocket, and I do use them for confluence. So I use them to start looking, because basically you can take this as like a really local trade, and you could just do this on its own. I do this often with like VWAP stuff. I do this often with like looking at fib expansions and things, but the negative fibs as well do work. So you're just looking at these as being ones where you could consider taking profit if there is confluence on them. I don't like always look at them as like definite take profit levels, but I mean, for me to take a short here, I'd consider if there's a reason to. So if we have a VWAP that's coming in around these areas as confluence, I would consider these being take profit levels. Right now, these aren't looking that great. Like, I mean, if this 618 was like just below this low or something, it would look really good. But it just helps add some confluence that sometimes I would pay attention to. Um, Svetislav Kirov. So we need to wait till the next daily open for the 80% setup to be complete. I closed mine a little after the POC. Toppy part. No, like once you've hit value area high, which we did. So we hit previous day value area high. That's it done. At this point, we've got to wait, obviously, to see if there's going to be one for the next day, and we don't know where these levels are going to be exactly just yet. Um, but it's very unlikely they're going to change at this point. But yeah, the 80% setup for like today is done. That's all that already happened, and yeah, we wait for the daily open, and then we start to see. Obviously, then we're looking for the confirmation of this. This is perfect though. I mean, the way that this is set up is so perfect because you've basically got this little spike lower as the this is actually set up perfectly to do this again tomorrow, which would be really good fun. Um, because what you could end up getting on this is we hang around up here, which we until like daily open. So if we hang around up here until daily open, and then you've got this low down here, which gives you a really nice little level because you just know if you get stuck below that low, that's your confirmation. So if we come down, take out the low and can't get back above it, that is where the previous day value area high is going to be. And then that takes you all the way back down here to trade it. So it becomes a really, really easy trade to take again. Oh. Trading recently has been so good. Everything's just doing like really nice stuff. Invalidation on this short's just above the last high. I mean, I might give it like I might allow it to do like a quick swing failure on the high. Like if it's gonna stop hunt or something, I don't really want to be hunted on it. But my invalidation on it is just taking out those highs. But I do know it's Bitcoin, and it could just come and like fuck you up and then do the trade. So I'd probably give it one chance to do a stop hunt. If it wants to do a stop hunt, I'll let it. um, but if it wants to do something like this, then I want to get out around like here somewhere. Because it could do that, and then it could do that. And that's what makes trading so difficult. You've just got to like, yeah, you've yeah, you just what am I trying to say? You just got to go on feeling sometimes. Like so many times you'll see like you can get into a really good trade and you get stopped out of it. and I don't want to be one of those people. Um, Luke, how do you know that the level will be the PD val? Because we've got like less than an hour of trading to go, and we're above the value area. So unless the value area shifts up to not give us the setup, then this is unlikely to change, or unlikely to change significantly. So I'm happy to put in these marker settings, which is our developing day value area high and developing day value area low. So I'm happy to put those settings in, knowing that they're probably not going to change that much. They will change before we get there, but they probably won't change that much. So I just wanted to see kind of roughly where the levels might be. Um, I don't know. I don't quite know what you're trying to ask, Svetislav. If we haven't hit it till the new daily open, it will then be invalid. Yeah, like I think this is what you're trying to ask. Like if we didn't hit the previous day value area high today, then yeah, that would no longer be valid. You wouldn't be looking at that specific level anymore. Like they would all everything would kind of reset, and you'd start to look at other setups. If it doesn't complete, it just doesn't complete. It has like 24 hours to do it. And by the time you do your next daily open, if it's not done, then you kind of forget about it. I think we probably do get another one tomorrow. And I think at this stage you can look lower as well. Like I'm ultimately looking for these single prints to be filled as well. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have. Cool. I'm feeling so in the zone with trading at the moment. It's really nice. It's like last week I felt like shit the whole week because of COVID. Meh. Cry for me. I had COVID. I was milking it last week. Um, but I'm feeling really in the zone with it all now, and it's really good because I've done like I must have taken about 20 trades this week. I've lost one of them, and that one I just cut really quickly. It's been a very, very good week of trading. Trader JM, why, if you like, why is it stressful? Genuine question. Why is watching this short play out stressful? Because that's one thing that you've got to like be able to get control of if you're trading. Like if you're finding it stressful, then it's probably not great to be trading. Because I find it really relaxing and I find it really good fun. And if it stops me out, I don't care because that's just what the market does, and you're just like, it's just playing a game, isn't it? The way I see it as well is like this is like one big it's like a game of chess or like even like a game of football or something. I've scored like I've scored like 19 goals recently, and the opposition have scored one goal against me. And if they score a second goal against me, I really don't care. I'm still winning the game. Um, so if it does still look like it's quite bullish, but even if it stops me out of this, I'm still winning the game. I'm still winning 19-2, and I'm still like massively in profit for the week. Um, so I guess I can afford to be really, really relaxed about this at this point. I'm in a big swing long position as well. Like understand that. Like I'm looking for like 48k. So I'm in a really like big swing long position. So I can afford to be quite relaxed. Because I just don't have anything to lose on this really. The worst thing is I give back what, like a couple of percent of the wins from today. Um, Svetoslav as well. So you think he's nervous because it's still stalling and not quick going on? I told you it would hang around here until daily open, and I told you it will probably do a stop hunt. You just have it like that's the thing. If we if we dip now, it's not a good thing because I don't want it to dip now. I want it to stay above the previous day value area until um until the new day opens. If we can stay above the value area until the new day opens, it sets us up for a new trade. And that point, you get a move. What I really like, this is perfect. What you really want is just for price to hang around here, to give yourself confidence, to give yourself a chance to build a nice position. So every time it gets a move up, you can just like stack some limit orders there again. You can then start to see what the invalidation is doing. You start to understand a bit more about what the price is doing at this point. The longer this is, the more you kind of understand what it's doing. Um, the more information it gives you on the trade or the potential trade, and the better you can play it. Like for me, this is all part of trading. It's just this patience and yeah, like what Senti says. The whole point of it doing this is to make you like doubt yourself. And as soon as you start to doubt yourself, and you're like, oh, maybe this trade isn't going to work. I'm going to stop out. I'm going to like just close it and give up on it. It's at that point that the market will reverse on you. I still think we probably hang around here. I still think we probably take stops above this and then maybe we get a move down. I'm prepared for that scenario. Because at that point tomorrow, like everything resets. So you get a new high, you can take that high out. In fact, actually, that'd be really nice. And I'll probably add more to the short if it does it. What I don't want to do is like be in the. I don't really want to be part of this trade if it looks like we're going to be going up here. So if it does start to look like we're going up here, then I'll just close the short. Doesn't look good for my holding portfolio. Don't hold shitcoins. Just trade. You can trade it both ways and make money both ways. Oh, I want to go to sleep though. I'm tired. I might have to have something to eat to keep me up. Uh, we, what? I can't understand some of the questions you're asking. We have the new 80% to be. This time I'll wait at 24 hours of the last 20% of the trade. I don't get what you mean. VWAP fib is back. Back to shorting. You should watch the stream from about watch the stream from about like 40 minutes ago. It was quite good fun. Up until like 25 minutes ago. Watch these 15 minutes. I mean, there's nothing much going on right now because we've still got half an hour until daily close, and we're probably going to be flat until then. Yeah, thank you. 1,000 followers. We got 1,000 followers last week. I mean, I was gonna do like a little 1,000 follower celebration, but it's like a really like minuscule achievement. I think I'll celebrate when it's like 10,000. Order McDonald's. Zero problem pro keto. We've got another wish in the house. Crypto Phil. It's Wish 2.0. I don't know what I'd eat. Was it was anyone in the stream where I did actually order McDonald's and I had like 20 chicken nuggets? Just live on stream. Just munching away on my chicken nuggets live on stream. If we have one last leg up, it will be around 40k following Elliott wave on low time frame. Hmm. Uh, why would it be there? Why would Elliott wave tell you you're going to go to 40k when you've come into this area as well? I don't see how it could possibly tell you like a level. You're either looking like you'd be looking at between a point 0.5 and a 786 or something, from an Elliott wave perspective. We've come into the golden pocket, so I mean it makes no difference whether we did come up here or whether we come here. Uh, if you had an Elliott wave count that said we were going up here, maybe valid. Um, yeah, I'm sticking with this plan, and then I think we go much higher. I think we come down to 35, 36k. So we probably see like a little move down here. We probably chop around, maybe lose this tomorrow, get everyone bearish again, quickly reclaim this daily, quickly get back above here, start to climb back up, and then we're looking at 42k. That's ugly, but that is the plan. Like long term main plan, I guess. So we're looking at something like that. We're looking at something like that, and we want to trade it up to around here. That would be nice. So if we can get our completion of that, that'd be really quick actually. Then we're looking at that. Then we're looking somewhere up here at that. That look realistic? Is that too fast? Maybe the 4's too ambitious. Who knows? Oh yeah, the 1-to-1. Where's the... There we go. That's what we're looking at. See, okay, if you're talking like the 1-to-1 ABC and the 1 to 3 of C, I'm probably looking at something very similar to you, but slightly flipped. Because I've been looking at this 1-to-1 down here. You got, oh yeah, yeah, it could work. Hey, if it gets another move up, then yeah, fine. This is kind of what I was thinking. Like this could still stop hunt. So if it stops hunt all the way up, 40k is quite high. um, 40k is a little bit too high, I think, for a stop hunt on this. I don't think I'd want to be still in this trade if it goes that high. It could do though. These are my targets. You'd have then. Yeah, BTC never moves that much in a day. Of course not. Maybe it just does a swing failure pattern of the highs, and if it does that around here, then that's fine. I need to elongate this a little bit. So we got A. We got. Damn it. Boo. Yeah, somewhere down there. Somewhere down there. And then we got. Uh, Get rid of all those. What am I looking at? What am I looking for? Hello. Previous day. 1-to-1. I do like doing these squiggly line things, so I'm going to do a squiggly line thing. It's going to go like this. It's going to go blue, 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 blue. Then we're going to lose this, and it's going to go vroom. And then we're going to reclaim it, and it's going to go vroom. And then we're going to do this. We're going to chop around a bit there. And then we're going to start to do parabolic advance. And we're going to come all the way up here. that doesn't look realistic. That doesn't look like a good pattern at all. It's too fast. We'll see. Why am I looking at 42k as well? Do I need to look at? Hmm. This is more realistic. Um. wick. Just call it a wick. Call that a wick. Probably longer. Be a weekend at that point. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be back in a sec. Just getting some water. Watch a nice, pretty TPO. Enjoy. Back in a sec. I'm back. Did I set limit orders for the bottom, or will you watch the charts? I'll probably set some alerts. I don't like. We don't know if this is gonna happen yet, so I'm gonna set some alerts. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But this is the plan, and this is what I'd happily trade overnight. I think it probably it could happen really quickly, but this probably. Oh, look, there's that fucked up flying dinosaur thing. It's so nice to have decent price action again because I don't have to draw shit like this anymore. That's quite funny though. It actually did shit itself, didn't it? Afterwards, like I drew this and then it did shit itself and then we pumped. I didn't even realize it had done that. So the little dinosaur thing did work. And like, yeah, I think I timed that quite well. So nice to be back to serious TA. Um, Look at that old level thing. Never came down there. I don't know why that's there, because I've already got a range one. That should be in the daily, monthly, weekly folder. That's old. That's old. Old. Of course, this is all old. Just seeing if there's anything useful. Old. 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 Not useful. Whatever. The poopy dragon. I did the other drawing, didn't I? This is my other drawing. Here's my other drawing. Shit, even that kind of worked, didn't it? If you actually look at this actually made that little. Oh, look. What we were missing a fin. What's the fin that you get at the front of a fish? That one. That's all it was doing. It was just giving us that extra little fin for stability. And we got it. So we got it. We got everything now on the shark. It's great. Brings us up into. If we get down here into the shark's mouth. Stupid stuff. The pectoral fin. It drew us a pectoral fin. That's the one. It's great. Malters, this looks like a bull flag leak. It's a bull flag, man. It's a bull flag. I mean, it's support on this weekly level. Like, we might not get this trade, but if we do, we do. If we don't get it, we don't get it. If we do get it, then good times. But it's a bull flag, man. It could be a bull flag. Could definitely be a bull flag. With the context that it has, just consolidating under resistance here, but also kind of holding this weekly level. I mean, I hate them, but it could be a bull flag. Well, massive pump incoming, hidden bull flag. Have a look at FTX spot. Is this gonna pump again? Do I now have to call my market maker friends to stop it, to absorb this? Getting a pump into daily close is not going to be a surprise at all. Like, there's no surprise if this gets a pump into the daily close, and then we get a swing failure pattern of the highs or something. It would not be surprising at all. Where are you looking on FTX spot? Are you just looking on AgriTrade? I can't be bothered to look at just one exchange. Yeah. Here we go. Pump into the daily open. Will it? Won't it? Let me just do this. Okay. See? Let's see where it goes. We could be getting this move. So, there's a lot of buying going on. A lot of buying going on. Oh. Is this a trap? Was that a trap? Or will it do it? FTX, man, they make out that they're such like, oh, we're the friendly exchange. We don't like to liquidate people. But they literally, man, They just trade against their own customers every single day, and they just destroy their own customers every single day. They're the biggest market makers in crypto, and they just eat retail every day. And they can't even develop a mobile app. That's how much they care about their traders. They can't even develop a mobile app or a decent like interface to trade on. And yet the entire market loves FTX, and they're just taking people's money. It's insane. We are going to get. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Need to manage my trade at this point. It was always going to pump into the daily close, wasn't it? Of course it was. Let's watch it. What's it gonna do? Okay. The wick's coming, yeah. I mean, it's. I know what's gonna happen, but I just don't know if I want to take this trade higher. Okay. Oh, what are we gonna do? Reduce it a little bit. Okay, there's some size coming in. Was that the trap? See what we got. Absorb it. Nope. Yeah, is it going to? What we gonna get? 40,521 is going home. Ugh. At this point, you've just got to kind of like just give the market a bit of space on these moves, because this is like this is the manipulation. This is market makers playing. Um, so during the manipulation periods, it's like probably better to wait it out. I mean, you had some huge selling coming in just then, and it didn't do a lot on price. Are these levels accurate now? Uh, Exo's dying. Come on, Exo. Come on. Previous day value area high 38757.5. Okay, 757.5, same level. 37900 and 37157.5. 37157.5. Ugh, every time. 37157.5. So all those keys on like the like numerical key things. Add Bybit to Agro. I don't think you have it in the selected exchanges. How would you know if I don't have it on the selected exchanges? Yeah, I've got it. I got Bybit on Agro. It was a trap. It was a bull trap. It was a stop hunt. Ah, they didn't stop me out, fuckers. They might do if they keep pushing, but they didn't stop me out then. Fuck you, FTX. Sticking to the plan. That was obvious. Well played. In fact, I actually added. Got a better entry. It's nice. Bit more risk, but I got a better entry. I'm only looking at big orders on here. Anything over 100k. Yeah, why are there no orders from it? Are there? I mean, there's not really any volume coming in on Bybit. That everything's like small orders. I'm only interested in seeing things that are over 100k. If I see something pop up on Bybit, I'm looking at the exchange. The highest I've seen is like $9,000. It's just no one trading this. No one with any size is trading this on Bybit. 60k. Yeah. So it's all little minnows trading on Bybit today. I didn't. Um. Okay. So break season. Where did you put your stop loss? I just got John Wicked. Um. I didn't. That's the thing. It's like I was saying. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see this pump into the daily open. Um. Go on a stop hunt, trap bulls, and then reverse. I just didn't want to. I was willing to give that some room then. Uh, does look like that's what's happened. So at this point, we just have to readjust a little bit. If it takes out the high again, then I'm out of it. I don't care. I'm just going to place hard stop loss now and go to bed. But I always give the market one opportunity to stop hunt. Happy to give it just one stop hunt. If it comes back down again, fuck it. I won't bother anymore with the trade. But yeah, happy to give it one opportunity. So this now changes things slightly because we do have some maybe slightly different levels. Um, look at the weekly open level down there with the 1-to-1. That'd be the one I want now. This one look nice. This looks nice now. I like it. I like the confluence. I like it a lot. Then we got this coming in down here. Still sticking with the same plan. You fuckers FTX trying to stop me out my trade. You need to. What are you talking? There hasn't been a trade over 100k on Bybit. Oh shit, you're right. You know. You're right. Okay, fair enough. BTC USD Bybit. Okay, fine. Um. Yes. Yes. I also. You were right. Thank you for. Thank you for that. Pull a Speedfan from the 40.5k high to the highest wick at 38.75k. Why would I pull a speed fan from a high to a high? Hold on, what? Why would I do 40.5k high to 38.75? Why would I pull a speed fan there? You can't. You can't pull a speed fan like that. That doesn't work. You're asking me to do like that? Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah. I don't know if you're trying to say something different, but you can't pull a speed fan like that. I mean, you can, but it's wrong. Why does this say to test the strategy, apply it to the chart? Weird. Do you use quant? You mean what? Quant hour or quant? Which quant? There's many quants. There is quant, as in quant, the crypto. There's quant tower. There's quant trading. There is quant stamp. There is. I'm clearly really tired now. I need to go to sleep. I'm chatting shit again, and I need to blow my nose. Mute. Quant tower. Yeah, I do use it a little bit. If I'm having if I feel like a really super fast paced, scalpy, speedy day, then I will use quant tower. Um, Generally, I don't have much time. Yeah, I just don't have that much time to be using it and to be trading that much with it. I use it for trading on Binance. If I want to trade Binance stuff, I'll use Quantower because I just avoid. I just avoid going onto Binance by like any means necessary. If I can avoid Binance completely, then great. um, Quantower is just a trading platform. It's you connect it to API via like you connect it to your exchange via API, and it's just a nice little like platform that you can trade from without having to use some shitty interface like Binance. Um, but I like the Bybit interface, so I'm happy. I just generally use that mostly still. I'm really tired. I'm going to go to bed. Ugh. I was an hour late for my trading room this morning with the crew because I stayed up too late trading because I'm enjoying trading too much again, and I was an hour late. And yeah, not the best. Not very professional. But I hope this has made up for it. Binance are avoiding me. Nobody can liquidate me. 25th Legacy, hello. You have joined me right at the end of the stream where I am literally about to log off. Sorry about that. Same with Lancelot. Tolu, I think you've just joined as well. Where is this short going to get to? I'm trading it. I don't. Who knows if it's going to work? It might not work. At this point, I've placed a hard stop loss above here, and the market wants to do a second stop run. Then it can. Then I hate it. But I mean, if it does a second stop run, or if it pumps from here, then forget it. I'm not interested. But I'm looking down here. I'm looking at these white boxes for this trade. Simple as that. And at this point, this is my entry somewhere around this area. I'm looking at this. I'm probably going to get hit. I'm probably going to get my stop loss hit overnight, but I don't really care. Spartan Wrestler, what Amazon news? I mean, it's probably not news, but I mean, if supposedly Amazon new news was real, they wouldn't release news like that on a. Let me have a look. Oh, blah, blah. This crypto whale guy, man, is such a fucking idiot. So, literally just post so much shit to scare people. It's funny to watch, but man, what an asshole. But hey, he's no worse than the permaballs that are out there all the time. Yeah, it's clearly not true. I mean, if they were going to do it, Amazon would release it. It wouldn't come out as a rumor. No, not Amazon. Denario02. Amazon started employing blockchain techs in 2017. They've had them ever since. So that was a massive thing in the 2017 bull run. Is they started putting out. They had job listings for blockchain and cryptocurrency experts. Yeah, way back in like the middle of the 2017 bull run. It's just rehashed news. There's nothing new about it. Like they've probably released some new like job adverts and things, but they've had a blockchain department since 2017. Everyone knows they're building their own cryptocurrency. Everyone knows they're going to accept crypto at some point. It's so the fact that they're hiring again is nothing. It's already happened. Like they've been hiring blockchain people for a long time. Anyway, yeah, before I get stopped out on this trade, I'm going to end the stream so I don't look stupid. Thank you for watching, everyone. And I'll see you on the next video, whenever that will be. Probably